Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a project for Traci Reed Designs, and it's using the new Trailblazer collection, which you can go and check out in the description box below. Traci's shop to grab this collection, and there's also a corresponding blog post that will be up on Traci's blog for this as well. So I usually try to do a video when I have my blog posts, so you can see sort of a blog post tutorial, and then you can watch the video as well. So my project for today, I have a cut file here, which is of these books, and I just went on to Silhouette Studio and found a book cut file that I liked, and so I've gone ahead and cut those out. So what I'm going to do is all these papers that you see here, I have some of the solids, and then I have some of the patterns from the Trailblazer collection. And so I'm not going to do this part on camera because it is going to take a second. And it's a little tedious because my cut file is small. But I'm going to take all of these patterns that you see me laying out here, and I'm just going to back each of the books with these patterns. And so once I have that, I will show you where that cut file is going to go. But before I do that, I do have, these are all from the sticker or ephemera pack or sticker sheets, and it's all the florals, or whole lot of the florals, not all of them, but a good array of the flowers that are in the collection. So those are really all I'm going to use for this layout, is the papers, the florals, and we'll see if I pull in the alpha. I haven't quite gotten that part yet, so we'll see once I get creating this project if I use those alphas or if I end up die cutting my own alpha dies, but probably still with a paper from Trailblazer, so stay tuned for that piece. But like I said, I'm going to go and take my cut file and I'm going to back each of these books so that they will each have a pattern paper in their background. And then I have my daughter's grad cap. So I've taken a piece of black cardstock, cut it out and put it on the cap. I will take it off to do the decorating, but I have it on the cap, and ultimately I believe, yeah, it goes like this. So ultimately I think I just need to get it placed on here right, because it goes so it doesn't hang off the edge anywhere. So ultimately it's going to go like this, and then I plan to use the florals to decorate up on the top and some down here, and then there'll be something written here. So basically this is obviously, as you can see, my daughter's grad cap. She is graduating from university actually when this goes up, the next day we'll be going to her graduation, and so this is her grad cap. And so in each of the books I have a word. She's graduating with her bachelor's of social work, so they have sort of their pledge, or like keywords that is frequently part of the sort of mission of a social worker. So I plan to add the words in each of the books. So what I have here, because it's so small, I couldn't use the alpha from the actual Trailblazer collection. It just was too large. So I have these very old label sort of tile letter stickers. I have a Tim Holtz and I have a Teresa Collins. I'm not sure whether I might go white on the bigger books, and then these ones are smaller. So on the smaller books, I might use the black ones. We're going to see how that goes. But I am going to do that off camera because it is going to take me a few minutes because it's very tedious. Some of the words are long, and you guys definitely do not want to see me gluing all those letters down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to back these and put the words on, and come back, and we'll be able to decorate the rest. So I'll have this and be able to glue those on perfectly. Sorry, there's a little fly. And then we'll have this grad cap done. Now I do, if you're doing one of these, I'm going to try, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm fairly certain probably the best way, or the way I'm going to adhere this to the hat, is with some Velcro. I have tried other glues in the past when I did my daughter's high school one. However, I find that the material doesn't really take adhesive well. So we're going to try Velcro for this one. Plus, if she then wants to, she can always take this off. So, and it's black, so shouldn't see, I got black Velcro as well, so you shouldn't see any of that. And I did make the hole a little bit large, but that's okay because we're going to cover all that up. And so yeah, so just a fun project. So like I said, there's a blog post. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all done, which is going to take me a little bit. And then we're going to come back, and the rest of this project is going to go really quickly. So I will be back. Okay, we are back, and I have backed the cut file and added the words that I said that I was going to add to the book spines. And so this is what it looks like. I have adhered it to the base that I cut for the top of the grad cap. I did not put glue at the edges so that I could place things around. So I do have it down. I will reinforce this with some wet glue as well, because I don't want anything falling off. But now we are going to come in with the florals that I grabbed from this collection. And if you can see over to the side here, I did end up cutting my own title, or a title, I guess you could say, with a die from my collection. I was thinking about using the letters that came with Trailblazer, but they were a little too chunky. And so I went with a simpler font, and I did use one of the solid pattern papers, or solid cardstocks from the collection. So that is what I have going on there. And then now I am going to play with these florals, and I'm going to add them in around my books. So I want to get a nice mix of colors. And then in this gap here, which is going to be a little tricky because it's not on the hat, but I do know that I thought these long stem ones I could put in here, that'll go around the little cap, circle on top of the cap. So I'm thinking those will go in there. And then, let's see. Definitely want to add a good mix of ephemera pieces. Try to, let's see, maybe something over here. And of course, everything's going to move around because I don't have anything glued, but I do really like how the colors pop on the black. There isn't black in this collection, but black is a nice neutral that I think you can use with anything. So something like this. Maybe something, do like a similar kind of grouping over here maybe. And do I want to add anything else? I want it to be full, but I don't want it to be too busy either. Let's see. Do I want that maybe to go over the book on this side as well? Because that one's coming in there. Maybe these ones could go on top. I don't mind them overlapping. Like so. Let's see. I do like that. Now the question is, I thought about adding a butterfly, but I kind of feel that one's too big. So maybe this one? Something like that maybe? And then I did think about putting this floral down here, which I haven't decided. This one I'm unsure of. My title is going to go down here, which is why I haven't added any florals. I have plenty of florals left that if I want to, I can add some down here. I'm not 100% sure about putting this there. So I think what I'm going to do is, I like this. There's dimension and interest without being too much, I think. And I'm liking how this is looking. So I think what I'm going to go do is, off camera, I'm going to glue all of this down, and then I'm going to actually, I think what I'm going to do is put the Velcro on the hat. I'll do that off camera since that's not very exciting, but I'll put the Velcro on the cap, and I'll actually adhere this, possibly adhere this to the cap. Well, we'll see. Actually, I want to put my title down first. So I think I'm going to get this glued down, make sure I'm good with it. And I think off camera as well, because as you can see, these letters are not small. So it's going to take me a second to get these lined up, but it's going to go, my title is going to go down here. So Social Worker 2025, right along here. So I want to get that down first. So I'm going to take and glue all of this down, add my title. And then when I come back, you're probably going to see this adhered to the top of the grad cap, and we're going to finish it with the sequins, because I do need to add a little bit of sparkle just to make it prettier. Yeah, so we will be back to finish this up. Okay, I've got everything glued down. I've got my title down, and what I did, I can't move it, because rather than painstakingly have you watch me put all the sequins on, I basically just took and sprinkled some sequins around, and so where you see them on the hat right now, I am going to glue them down. So I'll do a couple on camera, and then obviously we will or I will finish these up on or off camera, and then there'll be still photos at the end of the finished. Just realized that that sequin is upside down. That's not going to stick. So I'm just going to, again, pick up my sequins, pop a little bit of glue down, and place the sequins on my hat here. And so this is basically going to do it for my project for today. So don't forget to check out the blog if you want to see the step-by-step And don't forget to check out Traci's shop and grab this collection that is on sale, and see what you can create with the Trailblazer. So like I said, I am going to go ahead and glue the rest of these down, and we will call it done. So with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.